Hello librarians, this is Alfie Budal, your topic instructor, Introduction and Human Variation. Before we proceed to our formal discussion, let me tell you first the importance of our topic. That is, to develop awareness of cultural, social, and political dynamics and cultural variation and understand how it works, and engage ourselves in our country's current development.
In this video, we will acknowledge human cultural variation, social differences, social change, and political identities. Adopt an open and critical attitude towards different social, political, and cultural phenomena through observation and reflection. Identify the subjects of inquiry and goals of anthropology, sociology, and political science. Let's begin our journey in understanding culture, society, and politics. Knowing how it works as a whole and as part of our lives help us come up with a greater way of improving it and sustaining its radiant. Contending views and specific ideas regarding the study of culture, society, and politics are under the three prominent academic disciplines in social sciences, which are anthropology, sociology, and political science. Let's proceed to the first discipline, anthropology. It is derived from the two Greek words anthropos, which means men, and logos, which means study or inquiry. It is the study of people throughout the world, their evolutionary history, how they behave, adapt to different environments, communicate, and socialize with one another. It is also defined as the systematic study of biological, cultural, and social aspects of men, which refers to human life structure, their way of life, and how they socialize. Its goal is to understand our evolutionary origins, our distinctiveness as a species, and the great diversity in our forms of social existence across the world and through time. Basically, it's our history, identity, and uniqueness. Its main focus is the concept of culture. Culture is the social behavior and norms found in human societies. How we act, what rules do we follow, what is the basis of our truth. It's the sum of an individual's way of life, ranging from the food he or she eats, the clothes he or she wears, and the house he or she lives. The next discipline is sociology. It is derived from the Latin word socios, meaning companion, and ology, meaning the study of. It is defined by Anthony Giddens as the study of human social life, groups, and society. It is an academic discipline that attempts to provide a deeper assessment of individual and group behavior, as well as social phenomena. How? By examining the interplay between economic, political, and social factors. It includes you and the people around you. In short, it refers to human social structure. Its purpose is to understand how human actions and consciousness both shape and are shaped by surrounding cultural and social structures. How you and other people are being affected by the surroundings. Its main focus is society. Society is defined as an organized group or groups of interdependent people who share a common territory, language, and culture, and who act together for collective survival and well-being. Basically, it is a social system wherein individuals interact, interlink, and dependent on one another, which encompasses beliefs, practices, values, attitudes, laws, norms, artifacts, symbols, knowledge, and everything that a person learns and shares as a member of society. How do you describe the society where you belong? Alright, let us proceed to the last discipline, which is political science. Its etymological definition is from the Greek word polis, which means city-state, and the Latin word scire, which means science or to know. It refers to the study of politics, meaning the activity through which people make, preserve, and amend the general rules under which they live. It is the theory, art, and practice of government, which can be seen in the political institutions. It consists of statuses, general norms, and role behavior. The government is a concrete example of a political institution. It exercises power, especially in relation to governance and decision making. Power is manifested in the acquisition of statuses and functions. Its goal is to deepen human understanding of the forms and nature of political action and to develop theoretical tools for interpreting politically meaningful phenomena. Basically, it tackles the state in its essential nature, form, manifestation, organization, and development. The main focus of this is politics. Politics is the activities associated with the governance of a country and other area, especially the conflict among individuals or parties. It is our actions that reflects the exercise of power. As what we have mentioned earlier, that the best example of this is our government. It exercises power especially in relation to governance and decision making. Power is manifested in the acquisition of statuses and functions. The higher your position is, the more power you have, but it comes with great responsibilities. What changes happened in our country that affected you and your family? As you can see, the only permanent thing in this world is change, where we have three different aspects, which is social, cultural, and political change. Changes are generally pervasive and takes place in culture, society, and politics. Change in culture brings change in society and human beings. Likewise, changes in society and human beings bring change in culture and politics. First is social change. It is changes in our society's structure. It refers to variations or changes in the patterns of social organization, subgroups within society. This may be manifested in the rise or fall of groups, community, or institutional structures and functions or changes in the statuses and roles of members in different social institutions. Next is cultural change. It is changes in a culture's content and structure. It refers to all alterations affecting new traits or trait complexes and changes in a culture's content and structure. Factors that causes these changes are invention, discovery, diffusion, physical environment, population, war and conquest, random events, and technology. Lastly is political change. It is changes in political realm. It occurs in the realm of civil and political societies and in the structure of relations among civil societies, political society, and the state. That's it for the introduction. Now, let us proceed to the next topic. But before that, let me ask you a question. What makes you different? Our identity is unique from each other. We have different behavior, which shows diversity or what we call human variations. Our variation is composed of nationality and ethnicity. Second is social differences that is divided into gender, socioeconomic class, political identity, and religion. Third is cultural variation. There are factors of changes in human behavior. Human behavior is affected by environment and history. For example, this picture represents how changes in our environment and history affected people living in Alaska and Ifugao. In Alaska, they wear thick clothes to cover their whole body because of their cold climate, even from the past until now. In Ifugao, they wear outfit which is made of fiber. A fiber is a material made of natural resources like leaves or stem because it is the available material in their area since it's mountainous. Let us now go to the first composition of variation, the nationality and ethnicity. Nationality is the identity that is tied to being part of a nation or country, a group of people who share the same history, traditions, and language, and who inhabits a particular territory and delineated by a political border and controlled by a government. Nationality can be acquired by being born in a country. It can't be changed. A person be only a national of one country while he can hold citizenship of various countries. It is your statuses of belongingness to a particular nation. Basically, it's an ethnic and racial concept. On the other hand, citizenship is the position or status of being a citizen of a particular country. Citizenship can be reversed while nationality can't. Every person is a citizen of the country where he or she is born. But to become a citizen of some country, one needs to apply for it. Citizenship is granted to an individual by the government of the country when he or she complies with the legal formalities, so it's like a judicial concept. Another difference is that a person can only be a national of one country while he can hold the citizenship of various countries. For example, Mary Grace was the national of Philippines but was a citizen of America. As we have seen both terms, the nationality is a term used to say a particular person's ethnicity or country of birth, whereas citizenship is a legal term we acquire as a result of legal procedures. One is acquired by birth and the other is acquired by law. There are modes in acquiring citizenship. First is by blood, also known as jus sanguinis, meaning having a father or a mother of a specific country. Second is by soil or land, also known as jus soli, meaning the place of birth. Lastly, by a legal process, which is the process of naturalization. It is the legal process to acquire citizenship of a country. Next, we have ethnicity. Ethnicity refers to small cultural groups, also known as ethnic groups. They share a specific environment, traditions, and histories that are not necessarily subscribed to by the mainstream culture. It is the expression of the set of cultural ideas held by the indigenous or ethnic groups. An ethnic group refers to people who collectively and publicly identify themselves as distinct and unique based on distinguishable culture features that set them apart from others. The majority of the people in the Philippines are of Austronesian descent, who migrated from Taiwan during the Iron Age. They are called ethnic Filipinos. The largest Filipino ethnic groups include the Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Bicolano, Kapampangan, Maranao, Maguindanao, and Tausug. The concept of nationality and ethnicity are both capable of informing an individual's behavior and habits due to a set of cultural norms that each category provides. That will be the end of our discussion for today, and let us continue next week for the second composition of variation, which is social differences. That includes gender, socioeconomic class, political identity, religion, and cultural variation. I hope you enjoy learning. Thank you and God bless.